Barron becomes a conduit to Trump and Tate, helping them win the election, going on Aiden's podcast. Then Barron and Tate are all of a sudden friends through Justin Waller. Then Barron watches a girl get beat up in the UK. And then a month later, Tate is getting pulled out of Romania. In December, it's Waller, Tate, and Barron commiserating on Zoom calls. In January, with Barron getting drawn in this international fucking weirdness, a month later, Richard Grenell is getting the travel restriction lifted for the Tate guys. So that's weird, guys. I mean, there's no way that those two things are not fucking connected. The timeline we're living in, guys, most of the media that we're being exposed to right now is just abusers regurgitating and perpetrating abuse everywhere I turn. And it's like, yo, man, I want all of these abusers to just get some duct tape wrapped around their fucking mouths. Like, I don't want to hear any more of their shit. I don't want to hear their whiny shit, guys. I mean, you ready? Let's just look at Andrew Tate, okay? Because he's online in jail. Mind you, he's got his phone in jail, and he's like, poor me, poor me, poor me. But here's what he posted this morning. Day 16 in 𝗙cie. This is punitive housing for people who murder their cellmates, right? No commissary, no phone calls, no yard time. But yo, you're on the fucking internet on your phone, bro. The worst possible conditions the U.S. government provides to terrorists and psychopaths. But yo, you're tweeting from your fucking jail cell, bro. I am innocent until proven guilty. Extradition detainee. I'm wanted by a foreign state. I am an American citizen. Why am I here? He tweets from his jail cell, where he's also probably watching adult content. He's watching YouTube. Who knows what else this guy is doing. But now let's look at Andrew Tate. Okay, Andrew Tate, you said, why am I here? All right, here's why you're here, Andrew.
I created a system that allowed me to convince girls to do this. Allowed me to retain 100% control of their income, allowed me to make sure they were effective, because it's a super competitive industry. Don't think this is easy money. You're just going to put a girl on the camera and they're going to get rich straight away. No, it's very competitive and it's very difficult. I learned every tip and trick it takes to make sure a girl gets paid. I know how to make sure the girl can't run away, because once you teach a girl how to do this, she has the ability to make unlimited money from home. Why would she still give it to you? Why does she just run off and keep it all for herself? Why are you getting your percentage? I learned how to do everything to take a nobody and make her a somebody. I learned how to take a nothing, turn her into a cash cow, and betas from all across the world would be sending money into my bank account.
Dude, look at that. Control her, take all her money, prevent her from leaving, because once she knows how to cam, she could go make money on her own. But no, we're going to fucking restrict them, keep them tied to us, and force them to do this shit and take all their money. Yo, homie, why am I here? That's why you're there, you fucking piece of shit, right? That's why. All right, now here's more. You ready? Look at this video. This video is insane, guys. Look at what happens. This is Tristan Tate with his girlfriend out in public. Now, mind you, he's doing this in a retail, a high-end retail store. Okay, what he does, he fucking hits her and leaves a mark on her, records it out in a high-end retail store in fucking public. Watch this shit.
Oh my God.
Thank you. I was testing out your shoehorn, you see. She likes it, it's okay.
Dude, look at that shit. He takes the fucking shoehorn and he fucking, out in public, he does that. Now, dude, that's pretty fucking humiliating. And he's like, don't worry. They're all uncomfortable. And he's like, oh, don't worry. She loves it. Like, yeah, really? She loves it, or like she can't get away from it because she's afraid you're going to fucking murder her if she does. Isn't that insane? He recorded this shit. Like, what the fuck, bro? And there was no like laughy repartee after that. She looked like she wanted to like punch him in the face. And the employees are like, what the fuck is going on? Dude, that is wild, guys. All right, but there is so much of this. There is so much of this. And then here's a compilation of statements about him with fucking minors, okay? This is crazy, crazy shit right here.
Muslims have the best frame on earth.
Crazy.
I want this.
Yeah.
And this is my society, and they're coming along telling me they're going to blow this up and take this away from me. No, I want a virgin wife at 16 who's going to obey me. That's what I want.
I was working as an IT technician in my former high school, fixing laptops.
Okay.
Got fired from there for sleeping with the head girl. You know how it is. It's hard out here.
How old?
I was like 18,
Oh, shit.
and she was 16. So I was like, what's the problem? And they're like, oh, yeah, but you're a member of staff. Da, 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 da. Whatever. So
I was contacted by Andrew Tate, the older of the Tate brothers, 3 years ago when I was just 16.
I messaged her. She's like, I'm only 16. I was like, give a fuck. Know about me. I'm 21. I don't care. Bruv, I was banging her, like looking at her Facebook on the phone, like just staring at a different face. Because I had to bang her.
So Vivian's been with me 6 years. 6 years. 6 years.
So he's been with Vivian for 6 years, right?
Because Vivian's younger. Melissa's like 28. Vivian's like 21.
Vivian's 21, and at this point he's been a girlfriend for 6 years. It means that they met when she was 15 years old.
15!
I'm fucking all these 16-year-old women or 18-year-old women, whatever the law is in America.
I mean, guys, there's just hundreds of these.
Man, it hurt her at every moment that I was doing it, but it felt good for me, so who gives a shit?
Dude, right? Like, yo, what the fuck are these guys talking about, boss? You know what I'm saying? It is like endless shit from these guys.
I'm not making bad decisions. I'm not stupid. I'm just a logical person. If someone can change the marriage contract to give me what people used to get when they got married not too long ago, which is an obedient virgin, then I'll get married. Yeah. That's what marriage was. You get an obedient virgin who will take care of the house and birth your children, and you take care of her. But now the marriage contract is you get a disobedient, used up female with a big mouth, and you have to take care of her worse than ever because a normal income and a normal life is not what she wants. She wants Ferraris and Birkin bags. So you're paying more and getting less. And I just don't see why I should subscribe to that. I don't have to. Most men do it because they have to get children. I'm top G. I don't have to do that. I can just look at a woman, click my fingers, and she agrees to have my baby. So why do I?
Dude, click my finger. And she, with any woman, and she agrees to have my baby, I am top G. Like, yo, dude. Yo, why are you here, Tate? That's why, bro. I mean, come on, dude. These guys are bottom of the barrel. And then, of course, there is the infamous one where he's actually hitting this girl, right? We're not going to watch this one, but he actually, like abuses her. This is the one that got him fired from, Big Brother, right? And then later he got the girl to say that, we were joking. But guys, I'm not going to watch this one because we've all seen it, and I don't think we need to rewatch it. But a lot of these abusive guys will hurt a woman, and if it gets caught on tape, they then get the woman to come out and say, no, that tape, it wasn't real. We were joking. That was just us having fun. But like, man, I don't really buy that shit when somebody with a long history of abuse, they tell you repeatedly, they talk about being abusive. Their whole shtick is about being abused. Like, getting a woman to say, no, that was fake is not really, I mean, if you're abusing her, yeah, it's going to be real easy. You're just going to threaten to beat her ass. You know what I mean? Like, and especially the way they talk about how they want obedient women. But bro, there's so much abuse of him on camera. Like there are literally hundreds of videos, thousands of videos of him just being a fucking douche to people. Talking about graping women, talking about abusing them, restricting their ability to come and go, taking all their possessions. I mean, they're so obvious. They're so obvious that they're abusive. And this one really fucking bothered me, dude. You know? Dude, that one, look at her. She's like in pain, and look at him, dude. He's looking at the camera, just fucking loving it. I mean, and this is what they do in public. So think about if you're this emboldened to do it in public, in front of a camera. Just imagine what this woman deals with at like 2 a.m. when he's had a bunch to drink and he feels like she was flirting with somebody at the party. Right? You know what I'm saying? Just imagine. And there's nobody around. And they're doing it right in front of the staff on camera. I probably a live stream. That is some wild shit. And then you got this guy. They're very unserious lawyer.
So we have this very interesting legal situation where 3 different countries want access to 2 guys. Those 2 guys are, of course, Andrew and Tristan Tate. Romania wants them. United Kingdom wants them. United States wants them, despite what Ron DeSantis has to say about it. So what happens in this situation? What does the law say? What do the treaties say? Well, the treaties that are at issue here when it comes to extradition give a heavy emphasis on mutual respect between countries for one another. Well, where was that mutual respect when the United Kingdom took a gigantic dump on Romania? Well, what do you mean by that? I'll tell you what I mean by that. There's a long-standing court...
Dude, what is the lawyer... The lawyer's statement is when the UK took a gigantic dump on Romania. Dude, like, where did he get this lawyer, bro? He, like, opened up a porta potty, and the lawyer came out, and he's like, yo, Joe McBride's porta potties. I'll be your lawyer. Would you like to take a gigantic dump before we begin the trial? Yo, hey, everybody there in the jury, are you guys doing okay? We're back from lunch. Would you like to take a gigantic dump real quick?
Where was that mutual respect when the United Kingdom took a gigantic dump on Romania? Well, what do you mean by that? I'll tell you what I mean by that. There's a long-standing court order in effect. United Kingdom a few years ago went to Romania, tried to extradite Andrew and Tristan. Romania said, hey, listen, we're both sovereign countries here, but our claim to them is greater than yours. These guys have been litigating multiple cases here for multiple years. When we're done with them, you can have them. Until then, the extradition is stayed. And the United Kingdom said, okay. During that time, Andrew and Tristan began to travel. And...
boss. You know what I just thought of, though? Like, think about this. Now, we don't know what the connection is between Tate and Barron and whatever the shady shit they did about the election. But him talking about this just made me think, because they were in Romania and they were under house arrest. They were in the middle of a case. They were not allowed to travel. The UK went to Romania to extradite. Romania said, no, we're not going to do it. Then Donald Trump sent Richard Grenell to Romanian authorities, talks to him here. He talks to him in Germany. Romania releases the travel restrictions. They're allowed to come and go. They start coming to the U.S. And then the U.S. arrests them. And now the UK is saying, we want to extradite them from the U.S. Now, we all thought Donald Trump was like helping free the Tates. But did Trump help free the Tates from Romania so they could extradite them to the UK? Like, was this whole thing about Trump wanting to get these guys to the UK? I mean, dude, because they're not helping him now. And if he was involved in some dirty shit with Barron, it's possible that he was worried that the Barron shit was going to come up. Dude, that is wild. I don't know. Something about that is weird to me because we have not found the Barron connection yet, guys. We have not found it, but I know it's out there. The Barron connection is out there somewhere. I really want to do a much deeper dive on whatever went on with Barron in that UK. Because the other thing, guys, is in addition to whatever's going on with the trafficking and all this shit, like the Tates were definitely involved in financial crimes too. And they may have been involved in some election conspiracy. I mean, we don't know what's going on with Richard Grenell. Like, Richard Grenell was the guy who got involved in this, and he's sort of been a Tate sort of like orbiter. And so I don't know if Richard Grenell was involved in business with Tate or if Tate is involved with business with Bannon or whatnot, or Don Jr. I mean, Tate did take a Trump Tower meeting all the way back in 2017. So we don't know if there's like much deeper like connections with these guys. I mean, you know, we have no idea. But I do know that the things that I noticed were, you know, Barron becomes a conduit to Trump and Tate, helping them win the election, going on Aiden's podcast. Then Barron and Tate are all of a sudden friends through Justin Waller. Then Barron like watches a girl get beat up in the UK. And then a month later, Tate is getting pulled out of Romania. And so that is like really weird. In December, it's Waller, Tate, and Barron commiserating on Zoom calls. In January, it's, you know, Barron and some girl in the UK getting beaten up by a Russian guy who like says nothing and just goes to prison. And then a month after that beating, with Barron getting drawn in this international fucking weirdness, a month later, Richard Grenell is getting the travel restriction lifted for the Tate guys. So that's weird, guys. I mean, there's no way that those two things are not fucking connected, right? There is no way, dude. You know, 2 days before the election, Barron's watching this woman get beat. And then a month later, they're like, all right, we're going to do some international to get the Tates back to America. Like, yo, something was going on. Yo, political punk here. I know, it's killing me. Seriously, guys, if you like what we do around here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, drop a like, and turn those noties on. And I wouldn't be anywhere without the members. So if you want to hit the join button, we really appreciate that too. Thank you so much, guys. It's getting crazy out there, and I'm just really glad to not be going through this alone. All right? All right, keep your chin up. Let's go, boss. All right, fuck you. Bye-bye.